Hello everyone. In this video, I will talk a little bit more about my thoughts on books and why are they so important. Okay, first I'm going to start with this quote from Dr. Stephen Krashen and his thoughts on why books are so important.
Get this, the students who did reading did better on grammar tests than those who had grammar classes, which was basically test preparation. Very interesting. Now, why should this happen? I think it happened because the students couldn't help it. If you read a lot, your knowledge of the conventions of writing, your knowledge of vocabulary, grammar, it's acquired, not learned. It's subconsciously absorbed. It's stored deep in your central nervous system. It becomes part of you.
You can find the whole video in the playlist of the channel. It's right there. It's one of the videos that I like most of him. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. He's a very entertaining person. So the idea of reading and the importance of reading came to me when I was talking to friends of mine here in Germany, and these guys came from America. And they said that when they were kids in the States, they were taught English by reading books, and they acquired vocabulary, of course, from home and their parents and social environment that they were in. But the most important that they got was, and I asked them about grammatical features, and they said, I only know that by heart. I don't know why that is. And I thought about my first language, and I thought to myself, yeah, I don't know why, but I know that's how it works. So, and they asked them if they had grammar classes or something, and they said, no, we read a lot. We read a lot of books in class in the States. And I said, okay, that's something to think about it. And I thought about that, and I thought also that those grammar classes that I had in my L1 were not sufficient, or they were taught at the wrong time. I had grammar classes when I was 10, 11. I mean, how is that even in the curricula? Why the little boys and girls need to know grammar at age 11? We only fully acquire a language at age 30, and we have grammars at 11? That makes no sense to me. In my method, which is on my website, you can see that I use reading as the main focus of the method. But what it really intrigues me still is that how to get the students to start reading. That's the hardest feature, I think, because once you get them after the 5th page, they keep going. So what I learned is they need to like what they are reading. Okay, if you are a private ESL teacher, fine. You can just pick up a book on the subject that your student likes and work yourself through my method or any other method with the book. If you are a ESL teacher in a classroom, that's a little bit tricky, but I would say start, if you are a first grade teacher, you would start with first grade US or first grade California or first grade, I don't know, New York State curriculum books. Or if you want to go British, go crazy. And if you're Australian, or you can follow the Australian curriculum or any other country that has English as their L1. Once you choose with the students or for the students the book that you guys are going to read it is important that you read the book first. You know what the book's talking about. And on your own, before the class, you figure out which are the most common words that are going to appear in that book, and you work their words. Because there's nothing more irritating for a reader than not knowing a word every single step of the way and not getting the message. But if the student knows the verbs, no, you're halfway there. So prepare yourself, and I will show in other videos how to do that. It is part of my method. But knowing a book before giving it to the students, it is important. As well as it's important to know what you're teaching. And before we go through this whole ordeal of what are we teaching, we teach one thing: English language. We all do that, and that's our job. And you need to know your job from beginning to end. Okay? In the next video, I will present you with the history, how to teach the history of the English language. But in this video, I want you to know that knowing the history of English is super important. There's nothing more important than knowing your subject. Your job is to know your subject. You're a teacher of the English language and should know the English language. And to know English, I'm gonna link in the description below to my website. And my website, I have six videos or 9 videos on a documentary about the history of the English language. You need to know the history of the English language. You need to. Knowing the history of the English language is more important than knowing the grammar of the English language. Knowing the grammar, you only know the rules, but you don't know the whys. Knowing the history of the English language, you know why that word comes after that word, how to pronounce. It's all in the history of English. Okay? In the next video, I'll present to you guys. It's a video that I recorded some time ago, but yeah, it's still very, as they say in German, aktuell. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun with the videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'm having fun, okay, and I hope you guys are also having fun. So cheers, see you guys in the next video. Bye.